I'm going to make a little noise for you guys today.
We are not trying to make a peaceful commute here. We're trying to turn up. And I feel like that's without even trying we're doing this, guys.
What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where I'm here with the 2024 Maserati Grecale GT, but in a nice spec. This has close to $20,000 worth of options, and this, well, it's no slouch. This is still a great Maserati performer, but with the new design language, extra technology, and new look. So I'm going to make a little noise for you guys today. I'm going to take it around the block. I'm going to get some exhaust notes for you guys to, you know, give you that same Maserati driving experience and feel that you once knew and loved, but you thought that the Grecale probably couldn't handle. So with that said, we're here at Maserati St. Petersburg, and we're here to do some things that's gonna make you guys a believer. Now again, big shout out to Maserati of St. Petersburg for letting me take a spin around this Grecale GT. If you guys are looking for this model or any other of their inventory, check the link in the description for their website link and phone number so you guys can get one of these models in your garage today. Now under the hood, this is where you guys kind of get a little skeptical. I get it. What we have here, I mean, it's a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder Maserati. Very similar to Alfa Romeo setup. As you guys can see, the same strut bar, engine cover, and you guys will see the Maserati script and Trident. But the difference here is Maserati does have a hybrid system actually in this model. All right, now it's not a plug-in hybrid system, but it's a hybrid system that actually helps with turbo lag to fill in the gaps. So it's gonna give you a better driving experience. Now I know 296 horses and 332 pound-feet of torque doesn't sound that great with the 8-speed transmission, but you know, you're looking at a 0 to 60 in about 5.3 seconds with a top speed of 150 miles per hour out of the GT model. With that said, I definitely want to see if you guys will be convinced. I'm gonna give you some sound clips, and then I will take you guys for a quick drive so you guys will get that kind of aggressive feel from the Maserati model and see if I can somewhat convince you with this Grecale GT. So here she is. I've been once caught saying that this is basically a luxurious Alfa Romeo Stelvio, as Maserati and Alfa Romeo are still on the same parent company's payroll, which is Stellantis, and the Grecale is using the Giorgio platform from which the Alfa Romeo Stelvio and Giulia are born on. So they're built in the same factory, which means basically this is its bougier cousin. This is the rich auntie of the whole platform and family. So with that said, when you talk about this, the driving dynamics are a lot of the same that you get in the Alfa Romeo models, which is a good thing because those are one of the best performing cars for their class when it comes to the sedan and the SUVs. So the Grecale has already got good bones and a good structure when it comes to the overall fit and finish. Really what it does is it adds Maserati flair when it comes to luxurious styling, options that you can have, you know, materials, all the good stuff that you would pay extra for the Maserati is here. And this is the entry-level GT. So this is where you would start in the Grecale lineup between the GT, Modena, and Trofeo out of your 3 trim levels. So for the 2024 model year, barely nothing has changed. I'll show you guys what has changed, but barely anything. It's only the second year the Grecale has been in the lineup, so not much has changed yet. Maybe for the next model year, we'll see a few more things to help improve it, but Maserati already took a big step for the Grecale, and it's paid off. A lot of people are loving it. So let's take a spin around this GT and see what it's all about. Now, while the sun is going in and out, the first thing you'll notice is the Nero Tempesta paint, which is the black finish you guys will see here, and it looks very beautiful on the Grecale. You will also see the Maserati insignia right up front, which is the newer logo for the past 3 years, all blue and white. You will see the front fascia here with the wide open grille with the vertical slats that are actually fused to the actual grille housing here. So it's all fused together in one continuous piece going all the way around with the chrome inserts in that grille. You guys will see there's actually a honeycomb grille behind it to help for cooling, but to help protect the radiator. Now you also see right here in the center, we do have the level 2 ADAS. Our technology, our driver assistance is all packed in there. We also have some sensors down here on the lower lip, and you guys will see that the lower lip is actually done in Nero Tempesta as well, to where on the Modena flavor, well, it's done in gloss black no matter what. It's not going to be the sparkly Nero Tempesta black. It will be a gloss black on the Modena trim, to where on the Trofeo trim, it will be a different front fascia, and that will be in carbon fiber. So this one actually is body color, body match to the actual paint. Now you will also see the side blades over here, but these side blades are just done in gloss black no matter what. All right, and then you also see that same mesh style grille. All right, so then you carry that over to the front fascia and then go to the headlights, which gives you the new stack look for the LEDs, where we have this top eyebrow and then we have the bottom here, all done with LEDs. You'll see the headlight, LED, big orange reflector, Maserati script with the tri-LED setup there. You guys will see this all illuminated, and you guys will see that we do have the trident right there as well. In the corner, Maserati likes those little Easter eggs. But take a step back, look at it all on the front fascia. Sun's coming out, it's looking quite beautiful. Now the side profile is pretty chill, especially when it comes to the GT. Big thing you'll notice are the 20-inch Ether wheels. And Ether is the English translation. I always have a tough time saying it in Italian, but it's called Entre-Level. I believe that's how you say Ether in Italian, but these are the Ether wheels, 20 inches. Obviously we have the Bromo brakes, red for the calipers, white for the script, and then Bridgestone Partizan tires wrapped with these. So that will give it the look that you guys have here for the side profile. Now you guys will also see the GT badging in the front fender portholes, done with the classic look with the aluminum but gloss black, and the feed through right there, because obviously it's functional, right? Not just here for show, but the GT badge lets you know what we're working with today. Black mirror caps, same mirror caps as Nero Tempesta on the paint. So it's not just a gloss black, it's actually Nero Tempesta. The overcast is not helping, so it's not letting you see that flake come through, but it's there. And then the aluminum for the window moldings with the B pillar done in gloss black. And then the C pillar with the trident done with that aluminum look to match with the flush E-latch door handles. All right, so these door handles are not actual pull-up handles, but there's an actual trigger underneath these. And then the wheel wells and side skirts are all there to match. To put it all together, you get a great look for the side profile. Very simple, very classy, very classic. Now when it comes to the rear profile, I really love the Grecale GT. I really love the Grecale in general, but the rear profile of this just looks so sleek, so slick, continuous, whatever you want to call it, smooth, rounded off. I do love that look. I know that some people like aggressiveness, and you do get a little bit of it, but this is sporty. All right, so let's talk about it. The Maserati script right there in the center with the strike through underneath looks really good, but what they did was not only give these boomerang tails a wraparound, but they incorporated this strike through completely into the taillight and to the rear reverse light. I mean, come on. That looks really cool. I love how they did that, and the contour of that, and just the seamlessness going from one side to the next. I love the flowing lines. You guys know it. Now, with that said, underneath you will have the Grecale badging right there underneath the tail lamp, and then you will also see quad exhaust tips done in the chrome look. In the Modena, they are done in black, but as you guys can see, we do have chrome with the, you know, I want to say small shark fin rear diffuser. Like I said, there's a little aggressiveness, and it even looks a little bit more aggressive around the exhaust tips. But for this overall look, I feel like it's more sporty than anything. Now when it comes to fuel economy, out of this inline 4-cylinder, we're looking at 25, 22, 29. So 25 combined city and highway, 22 for the city, 29 for the highway, and well, probably pretty good to put premium fuel in here, but you guys decide. Now when it comes to cargo, Maserati says about 20 cubic feet of space in the rear. So as you guys will see, got a couple of things, my backpack's back there, but you guys will also see the Marrone interior, which we'll go over in just a moment, which is brown. And you will also see that we have a nice vent shade here. We have a 40-20-40 split when it comes to the rear seats. We have some nice bright LED lights on both sides. You also see a couple hooks here. We have a 12-volt DC, and we have a way to fold down our seats by pressing this button here or pulling right there in the center. Now, move my backpack back. You will see we got a couple of things like our instruction manuals and everything there. Move that out of the way. We also have a little strap there to help keep some things in. I believe the fuse box is right there. Lift up, and you guys will see, well, tire inflate kit, tire jack, not tire jack, tow hook, screwdriver, and battery underneath as well. Now, of course, I want to show you guys the beautiful LED headlamps with the switchback turn signals there. So the LEDs going from bright white to amber for the switchback. You guys will see the lighting controls there, look really cool. With the tri-LED setup there for the Maserati script. All looking beautiful. Now you guys will also see that we have the turn signal done in amber on the mirror cap. And then the boomerang style tail lamps, the big flashers there. Looking really good as usual, even better on Nero Tempesta. Now, of course, I want to show you guys the key fob. As you guys can see, we have the newer key fob that we just got last year. So we have the leather backing with the trident there, and the door is gonna close. Little wind, if you guys couldn't tell. And then you will also see the aluminum surround as well. With on the other side, the flip side, we have the lock button next to the trident there, which is nice that you press the trident basically to lock it. And then the unlock button, and then you have your trunk release with your panic button there. We also have a physical key that we can actually pull here and actually pull out a key just in case the key fob battery dies at some point. So let's hop in the front seat because we have Marrone for the interior. That is brown. We don't normally have black and brown together on the Grecale, so it's nice to see this whole spec. With that, before we even step in, you will see we're greeted by a side sill with the signature there, Maserati script. You can see the door cards will tell us about our spec. So Nero for the black on the leather, stitching, and you have gloss black throughout, as well as the brown door cards there for the leather, the armrest there for the leather, and the stitching. And then you have the Sonos Faber sound system, 2 big aluminum speakers for the high quality sound system. Our door latch here, which is our electric door latch. And then we also have our window control buttons, locks, and everything there. Once we get in, those will illuminate because they are backlit buttons. Now when you come inside, we have the aluminum seat controls here as well with the brown seats done with perforated leather. That means we are gonna have some good stuff here when it comes to heating and ventilation. And you guys will also see the embossed trident there as well. Let's step inside of this thing because new for 2024 is the blue start stop button, standard on all models. The blue start stop button was normally reserved for the high output Trofeo model, but now you get it even on the GT. That is new for 2024. So with that said, it's matching my pants. Let's get to it, start this thing up, put our foot on the brake. Let's close the door first. All right, and then we're gonna turn on 33 inches of real estate when it comes to our screens here by just putting our foot on the brake, pressing the start stop button, and there we are. Now inside the GT is where you wanna be. So you see the same brown leather through the center, going all the way through to the other side with a nice stitching pattern, and you guys will see it's even on the glove box as well. Now you will see the black leather up top of the dash, so it gives it a two-tone kind of look for the whole setup with black stitching as well, and our analog clock, our digital clock that we have here. Now in between those two, we have our HVAC vents, which seamlessly flow from one line to another. Again, you guys know I love those seamless flow throughs, so it goes from one side all the way to the next. Really cool when it does that. Now, with that said, flat bottom steering wheel, as you guys can see, very Alfa Romeo-esque steering wheel. Perforated leather on the side. We have column mounted power shifters in the back, and we also have a nice round airbag with the Maserati insignia right there in the center. And then this dark look that is new for 2024 for the central, I don't want to say central kind of accent piece. I'm not exactly sure what you call this thing, but it is there, and it is a darker color for this model year. Now, with that said, on both sides behind the steering wheel, we have our radio controls where we can turn up and down the radio and change the stations on both sides here, but you can also do that from the touchscreen here. We'll get to it in just a moment. Also, with that blue start stop button, adjacent to that is our drive mode selector where we can go between sport, GT, and comfort. Comfort being your most comfortable mode, obviously. GT, everyday driving, and sport mode where you really want to get on it and rip through it. Now, keep in mind that on the left-hand side, you also have electric parking brake right there as well. And then you guys will see that this is a telescopic steering wheel. So I actually have a button right here that moves the steering wheel up and down, and it is remote power. So you guys will see, I press that button down there. It's hard to see because it's integrated into that column. Now let's talk about our digital instrument cluster. On the right hand side, where we have our driver assistance controls, but on the left hand side, where we have our phone controls, where we can do our phone calls, but we also have the controls for our instrument panel here. So if I want to change the view, there's a couple of different ones I can do. There's 3 actually. I press the menu button here.
That's going to change my left-hand side, and you guys will see under recent calls, I'll press the down arrow to go to cluster layout. Now press OK, and then I have between classic, evolved, and relaxed. So we were on classic, we're going to go to evolved. All right, and then we're going to go back down, and we're going to go to relaxed. All right, so then that gives you the full spectrum. Now I can also go back and kind of show you a little bit better by going to classic and then changing what's in between the dial here. So you guys will see, pressing this, that's actually showing the information that's going to be here. I pressed it, and now I can press, whoops, sorry, I got out of it. So I pressed it again. Now I'm there. Now I can press the up arrow, and I can scroll through. Oh, I'm still in the middle. Okay, hold on. So you guys can do it in the middle. All right. But we can also press that button and now go to the side. Oh, there we go. I got to keep pressing it. I'm sorry. I kept pressing the up arrow. I got to keep pressing it. But now you guys can see everything as far as information right there. You can go in between too, but you can change everything in the middle as you guys saw as well. So it's customizable, and I'm still getting used to it even a year later, as you guys can see. Pressing it and everything, it's a learning curve, but it's a good way to get in here and just kind of see, you know, the general direction of what you need to do in order to customize your digital instrument panel. Our MIA system, you connect 5 Maserati Intelligent Assistant, whichever one you want to call it. It has been in these systems and in Stellantis vehicles for at least 4 years now, so you guys know these systems very well. Very intuitive, very clean, Amazon Alexa incorporated, so it's all here. You can do so much with these profiles. You can use the wake up word like, hey Maserati, it will take you to Starbucks or wherever you want it to take you. A lot of cool stuff you can set up here. Now you also have your gear selector, because obviously you can see there's no actual transmission gear selector here, you know, no kind of shifter there. So park, I'm gonna put my foot on the brake and press reverse. Screens will come up for our backup camera and our looks there. All right, we also got the 3D look there as well. I'm gonna press neutral here, and then I'm gonna press drive. If I wanna go into regular drive, I can also do manual mode from here as well, or I can start using the paddle shifters as well. It'll put me in automatic manual mode. Now we also have our hazard controls here, and we have our power off button for our touchscreen here, because we do have an 8-inch comfort screen as well that allows us to do, whoops, sorry, you'll see that in a second what I just did. Our clock here for our digital clock to turn into a compass. You do pedals, you do G meter, all that kind of stuff there, and change it how you want. We can control our seats, do our seat memory here as well. Now we can also do our lighting controls here too. There's a lot of things going on. Our max and rear for our HVAC, parking sensors, start stop button, hill descent, and we can turn off our traction down here as well. We also have ambient lighting on this spec, and that's only because we have it optioned out. Now the reason why you saw red there is because in sport mode it automatically turns red. So I'm going to go out of it and go back into sport mode, and you can see that we're in red. Now you can also see that we have our rear HVAC controls here as well. We also have our radio controls right here. I can unmute it like I just did and press that button there for our radio controls. We also have more HVAC controls, as you guys can see here, but we can also press these here and get to different things. We can heat the seats, we can cool the seats, we can heat the steering wheel, and we can do our quick gestures to turn up, whoops, sorry, I messed it up, to turn up the fan speed, turn down the fan speed, turn down the cooling, turn up the heating. So you can do that without even looking. Just a couple of tips and tricks. Now you guys also will have, which is not optional on this model, I don't think, a wireless charging pad. So right now this will be just for stowage, I'm pretty sure. And then we have the door opener here in gloss black with USB-C and USB 2.0 if you want to charge that way. We do also have our cup holders here as well. And then in the nice brown armrest, you'll also see got my water here as well. And then obviously nice little size armrest, not too bad. All right, so it does the trick. Now looking up, you guys will see our controls here for our trunk to open that up, dome light, SOS, everything there, floodlight, home link right up top as well for your garage door opener. And then if I pull this down the right way, we do have a light and a mirror control. Now stepping inside of the rear of the Grecale GT, well, we have the same look. Marrone for the interior spec, which is brown, right? Then Nero or black for the leather, gloss black for the trims, the Sonos sound system done in aluminum and black. I mean, it's all here and wonderful. We step inside, we have a side sill, the Maserati side sill here. Close this up, same look. The sport seats done in brown with the leather pouch for stowage. We have the perforated leather seats as you guys can see, with the embossed trident there as well. We also have in the middle of the armrest some cup holders there. And then, looking in the central tunnel here, you will see our dual zone climate controls here, heated seat controls here, as well as LCD screen. And then underneath, you will see a USB-C and USB 2.0 plug-in. All right, y'all, I promised I would take you on a quick little spin, so we're gonna do so. First, we are started. Electric parking brake is off, and then we're gonna press drive. And again, I really just kind of wanna help convince you guys that this is where you wanna be. The 2 liters are still good cars to drive and be a part of when it comes to the Maserati lineup. So I can squeeze between these 2 cones. All right. So it sounds good, and I'm pretty sure I was in sport. Obviously, you guys can see that I had to change it by using the dry mode selector here. But yeah, I can feel it when I put my foot on the throttle, let alone the exhaust note. I definitely feel like it is definitely it's a little bit more prominent in sport mode, as it should be. Now, GT is going to be everyday driving. That's going to be probably the best for you in city and bumper-to-bumper traffic and stop and go. Comfort is definitely going to be great for cruise control, highway driving, where it's just your smoothest ride. It's something that you're definitely going to enjoy when you just try to make a peaceful commute. But we are not trying to make a peaceful commute here. We're trying to turn up, all right? So, sport mode. We're gonna press the manual button. We press the drive button again for manual mode. And now we're power shifting, baby. All right, let's go. This is what you have been waiting for. Let's hit it. That was very modest, okay? I can do better. I can do better, I promise. All right, I can do better. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit here, just a little taste. You guys gotta come try it for yourself, but the downshifting with these power shifters is intoxicating. I'm gonna shut up and let you hear it. Quick 0 to 60, not bad. We'll downshift to make some noise. And then I feel like that's without even trying. We're doing this, guys. All right, let's spin the block. Try it again. Just a couple more blips. Just a little bit of something to get you guys excited here. All right, so I'm gonna shut up this time. I promise. I'm just gonna make some noise for you guys. Just that quick little run, yeah, it drives like a Stelvio because it handles like a Stelvio, but it sounds as close as you're gonna get to a Maserati as you can with this power plant. But I still love it. I love the upshifts, I love the downshifts, and hopefully that was a little preview of what the Grecale can do in just the GT entry-level format. We're gonna do this again with a Modena and a Trofeo. Now let's talk about this 2024 Grecale GT with the Nero Tempesta paint and the Marrone for the interior done in brown. Now, $69,900 for a Grecale GT to start for the 2024 model year. But then after the additional options on this one, well, we got it all the way up to $88,725 after the $1,195 destination and $300 preparation and delivery. So how did we get there? Well, first off, we got the Climate Comfort Package, which is $2,600 with the windshield washer nozzles, the heated rear seats, ventilated front seats, kick sensor, 3-zone climate, and the heated steering wheel. Now, we also have the Driver Assistance Package L1 at $1,400 with active cruise control, active blind spot, active lane keep, and driver drowsy detection. Now, we also have ambient lighting at $350, 360 surround view camera, $900, 12-way power seats, $600, the extended leather for the armrest, for the hands and pads, you also have at $3,500, and then the 20-inch ether wheels, $1,900, with the high premium Sonos Faber sound system, $2,800, also the red brake calipers at $600, the piano black wood trim at $1,300, full matrix LED headlights at $1,300. That is your Grecale GT. When it comes to options, the Nero Tempesta paint is a standard no-cost option. So with that said, this is everything that comes standard as far as options at that $69,900 range. So make sure you guys zoom into this, screenshot, pause it, and get all the info you need on everything you guys see here, because the Grecale GT, it still comes pretty loaded up, and it's no slouch when it comes to Maserati SUVs. So at 296 horsepower and an $88,000 price tag, are you rocking with the entry-level Maserati Grecale GT? I want to know down in the comments below how you guys are feeling about this. Did I help make you a believer with the spin around and drive today? Drop those comments down below, because if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But make sure you guys also check the links in the description so you guys can see the website link and phone number for Maserati St. Petersburg in case you guys want to get one of these cars. Also, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. And with that said, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.